So after I made the tutorial for this bracelet, a couple people asked me how to make one with an odd number of rows. So I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to be making a gender fluid pride cuff. We'll need about 20 beads of each color, or basically just enough to keep it going around your whole wrist. So to start off, you're going to take your very long piece of string. You just double it over so that both ends are together in your hands like this. Then take your top row color and put 1 bead of each on either side. Then you're going to take that all the way down the string, hold it like that. Hold it like that so these 2 beads are side by side. Then, next row, make sure your beads are side by side, pinch together both ends of the string, and string together 1 bead of your next row color. Tug it all the way down. There you go. Next row, you're gonna put 2 beads again of the next color. Pull it down the same way, then put those ends together, put that bead on. And then our final row, just gonna take 2 again. When you have an odd number of rows, you are just going to stop after that last row of 2, pull everything down, make sure it's tight, and then tie that in a knot. It's as easy as that, then it's going to stay there. So now that you are at this point where you have tied it, you are going to continue feeding your string through here, and you'll see this empty space between these 2 beads. You're going to fill it up with another bead and string right to the next one. Then you're going to do that again and again and again and again. You got your bead on there, string it through, pull it through, you're at the other end now. All you gotta do is just continue moving, taking the next color of bead, and you will just string it onto the end there, and it should just slap right on. And of course, the next color. What makes this process slightly different, other than the way that we tied a knot here, is this. So, wait, let me demonstrate. So this is our 6-row cuff. And as you can see here, there is just 1 row of string along each of these. That means you don't have to loop back at all. But if you look at the odd cuffs, you can see that they are doubled over. I am really bad at explaining stuff sometimes, so I'm gonna just demonstrate it and hope it is clear. So let's say you finish your row, you will double back and loop your string through all the way to the end. So you cannot really physically go in this bead and then somehow put a bead in here and also in here. You really can't do that. So you have to, instead of going through that bead, I go through the bead to the left of it and I loop it over. Now this will double up the string on that side, and now technically you could continue building the cuff, but I have noticed if you just start building the cuff again, there will be this alternating pattern of like 2 strings, 1 string, 2 strings, 1 string. Every time that I do that, I've noticed like that the tension of the cuff is super messed up. It doesn't look right. What I found works, instead of just going straight into building the next row, you're gonna double it around twice, just to make sure that it's secure. That's what I do anyway. Not a necessity, I don't think. You see in these cuffs of 2, oh my god, I missed one. Just demonstrating the doubling over thing. You just pull it through, start by going to the left bead, because you're basically just gonna go on this path. You know, you're just gonna go on a little walk around the bracelet. That is pretty much the only thing that is different between the even stitch cuff and the odd stitch cuff. Like I said, I'm not going to show as much of the process of building it because I showed that more in the other tutorial. So I'm just going to show you again a recap of how to tie it off once I'm done. Okay, so once you've reached this point, it took me about 25 minutes. You are going to loop it around and fit it together like a puzzle piece. I'm just going to string my string in between all these beads so that I can stitch it together. You're gonna want to meet both beads. Not beads, string. I said the wrong word. At the end, and then tie them off here. And I even doubled it around and looped it. I don't know why that one was so hard to tie. It must have been camera shy. Snip, snip. That, my friends, is how you make a cuff with an odd number of rows. You can buy them on my shop, Strawberry Candy. Thanks so much.